still trying to connect to Twitch and YouTube. For anyone that's watching the live stream, if you can see this, I've decided that instead of just spending the next 2 hours constantly coming in and out of Twitch, I'm going to record this. So, hi, I'm back on Twitch. I'm going to record this because apparently my internet hates me today, which is super weird because I've been using it all morning and not a single issue. So I don't know why. And it's not just like it's going slow or there's being issues with the stream. It's literally my Wi-Fi. Like, it keeps dying. My network is being very mad with me. But I've got a solution, which is the recording button. So, if it does cut out, whatever, it won't be the end of the world because I'm recording this, which will probably take up quite a bit of space on my computer, but that's okay. I'm willing to do that for all of you. If I start recording it now and then it runs absolutely smoothly, that's also fine. I'll take that because at least it'll be working. For those that missed it, today is Pepsi Day. Not sponsored by Pepsi, just drinking Pepsi. Seems to be not too bad now. Don't jinx it. Yeah, we're not going to jinx it. No jinxes. Right. I want to try an alternative ending, please. What we got? Say nothing, just carry on. Yeah, nothing happened. It's all good. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the perfect stream. Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag definitely not sponsored. Ooh, it's a bit cold on my face. It's not bad, actually. Not a bad coldness. I'll give it to Pepsi. They know how to make a cold drink. Even though I put it in the fridge. But they made it, so team effort. What do we want to go for? I want to do something that's a bit more interesting for the ending. Character loses all the dark veil and the light fate is the forest. Ooh, interesting. So basically the first person that gets there isn't the winner? Because they get down to the forest. Oh, if there's any fate in this card when the character reaches the meeting with destiny. Okay, so it's not that you have to go back to the Crown of Command, you just have to go to the Crown first. It is. Thanks, Dwayne. I was trying to just like not touch OBS, and then I realised I probably do need to touch it to do that. So thanks for pointing it out. Appreciate it. Yeah, thanks everyone for sticking through all that nonsense, because that was not very fun. Let's do the War of Seasons. Sounds like a fun way of doing it. Right. Oh, if anyone tuned in last week, they'll know that I got a phone call just before the stream started, where basically someone called me up and they were like, oh, we can give you some life insurance. Game mode is everyone's all expansions, not all expansions, all corner expansions. Nice little standard adventure, but I'm going to try the War of Seasons ending because I've never actually tried it. I don't normally try a lot of different alternative endings, so I figured I might as well. So, let's get to playing. Temporal Vortex is so good. Is it just me, or are there a lot of spells in Talisman, like the take an extra turn spells, that just seem very, very good? Like, very, very good. Like, you just get to take 3 turns instead of 1. I'm just going to go ahead and take 3 turns. Like, just means I get a bit of a head start on everyone. Alright, I need to actually look at what the Necromancer... Spirits will not attack you, cool. Alright, so I basically get spirits and make them my buddies. Some are really strong, yeah. I think that's why I like spellcasters quite a lot, just in general, because if you can just get to those spells really quickly, like, you just snowball like mad. Craft. Well, I don't have anything yet, so let's see if I can grab a magic object to give to that woman. That woman. Right. Hang on. What just happened? Oh, a Baron's Gate. I completely just didn't bother to read it. If you're unbound, teleport to the forest. Otherwise, on your next turn, instead of moving normally, you may teleport to any space with a face of any other region. The character to your left teleports you to any space not in the inner region. Okay. So that's why you've put me there. Thanks. I appreciate it so much. Alright, so I just got my face smacked by the Lord of Darkness. That's sad. And I go to the crags. That's big sad. That's big sad. I have a little bit more flexibility to start until other non-spellcasters are able to cast spells themselves. Yeah, I think especially the characters where you always have at least one spell. Like, I appreciate that there's some spells that you just get stuck with. Like, if you get a counter spell, there's not really much you can do other than wait. But like, if you get the spells that just you can roll, no, you can just get a strength. Like, no downside. Just cast the spell, you get a strength. Like, if you get a bunch of spells like that in a row, it's pretty good. Like, it's pretty good. Alright. What we got? Come on, Mr. Boatman. Oh. I realised I got completely sidetracked. Because that is my favourite thing to do. I was talking about my phone call. Yeah. Ooh, mutant. What have you got? Spells, healer's kit, broken weapon. If you roll 6, prevent loss of life. Discard this card. Okay. Let's have a fight. Oof. I like that. I'm happy with that roll. Quite happy. Take that off you. Thank you. Yeah, I got a phone call when they were like, oh, we're from a life insurance company. We're just here to review your life insurance. And I was like, I'm going on stream in like 5 minutes. Not that interested. And they were like, oh, can we call you later? And I was like, sure. I don't know if you're a scam or if you're real, and I don't want to be rude to you if you're real, so sure, whatever. They called me yesterday, and as I was on the call, I Googled the phone number that they used to get in touch with me, and I was like, oh, let's just see if other people have searched this phone number, what other people have to say about it. And then all of the search results that I found were like, oh yeah, it's a scam. It's absolutely a scam. So during this time, I'd just been like talking to them on the phone. And then I was like, oh, if you know, obviously you've got my information from the people who currently have my life insurance, like obviously. So, you know, I asked them like, where have you got my information? And they were like, oh yeah, we've got it from the people that you currently have your life insurance with. And I was like, oh, that's totally fine. Super simple question then. Who is my life insurance with? And they were like, so no, we can't actually give you that information because we don't share that information because we don't keep it on file. And I was like, don't think you know who I am, do you? I think this is a cold call, and I think you're a lying little fiend. So I promptly hung up. But it was quite nice to catch them in the lie. A strength. I'll take a strength. Yeah, I think it was the pure panic when I was like, oh, just tell me who my current life insurance is with. That'll be easy, right? Because you've said that you have that information. No, they did not. Alright, what we got? Magma storm and a storm. It's like when you wait for 2 buses and 2 come at once. Can't believe you got a magma storm and a regular storm. Like, how would you even get... Alright, so you'd need... heat-proof umbrella? That even be a... Hang on. Doing some research. Heat-proof materials. Right. Heat-resistant material. Let's see what you'd need to get to survive a magma storm. Because I don't think it's going to be particularly easy. Howl of the Wendigo. I do think Wendigos are cool. Wendigos are mighty cool. Maximum use temperature. What's the highest on this list? Calcium oxide. It's pretty high. Calcium oxide manages to be used at 1,800 Celsius. It's not bad. Machinals. Oh, these are ceramics. You can't make an umbrella out of ceramics. Yeah, a cement umbrella is probably not going to be. Metals. Plastics? Yeah, most umbrellas are made out of plastics, right? That's the way it works. I think that's how it works. So what's the highest? Polyamide 6. So that's 110 to 120 Celsius. That material can handle. I feel like I don't need to Google magma to figure out that that's probably a bit higher. Oh, actually, Polyben's imidazole? Imidazole? IMIDAZOL. I'm going to go with imidazole because it's funny. So if you made it out of that, it's 310 Celsius. So maybe you'd be alright. Just got 3 trophies to get Destiny. Yeah, I like the Path of Glory. It's a good one. I'll take the magical unicorn, please. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Right. How hot is magma? So it's between 1,200 and 1,000. So I think my umbrella might not work out that well. Yeah, I think a magma storm might just end your life. Sorry to anyone that's Ooh. I'll ditch the Cataclysm Blade. Like, it gives me a massive boost once, but I'd rather have the thing that keeps me alive, to be honest. Conceal. Don't feel. That's right, about a month ago I went to see Frozen the musical in London with my girlfriend, and it wasn't that bad. I didn't expect to come out of it going like, oh my god, that was the best thing ever, but it wasn't that bad. I've seen a lot worse things, that's for sure. But now every time I think about it, I'm like, Frozen soundtrack. Alright, let's see what we can do now. So my main goal at the moment in this game is to just go into the woodland, get myself some... Oh, yeah, you use your fate instead of your craft, don't you? Become a toad, teleport, gain life. Might be something good. Teleport to the Mystic Glen. Get me out of that combat. Had an idea for Origins, which I believe isn't getting no more content. Is it possible to import the Legendary decks to Origins to change up the difficulty? It's a good question. I don't know how easy that would be to do. Because a lot of the Origins stuff is more to do with like numerical changes as opposed to actually changing a lot of like the way things work, but there are things that change how trophy. Do I want to fight this? What are my odds like? I'm not at the best odds. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'll play it safe. Yeah, I suppose we could, in theory, but yeah, we'd have to look at how much we want to support Origins, because I think, like I've said before, and like I've said on the Discord, I know Peter has said, oh, it's abandoned his Origins, completely abandoned. It's not abandoned. All that's happened is we've taken a look at how well Origins is sold and how well it continues to sell. And basically, it's a bit of a sad situation, but Origins just isn't making enough money to warrant that much development time on it. And I realise that can be a bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Like, it's not selling well, so let's not spend money on it. So we don't spend money on it, which means it doesn't sell well. So sometimes there has to be a bit of a give and take, right? But yeah, I think that might actually be quite an interesting idea to gain one fate and draw one card. I'll do that. Yeah, I think that might be an interesting idea. I'll chat with the team about it and see how possible it is. I was like, oh, I'll chat with the team and get back to you. It's an easier way to do this. And the easiest way to do this is go onto the Nomad Discord, find the Origins channel, post your question in there, because then people can answer it directly from the Nomad team. Discard the dragon, I want to get one craft. You are teleported to the forest. Alright. Well, that's me kicked out in it. Sad. Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, because if anyone doesn't know, we've got the public Nomad Discord, which is that thing there, which you should totally join if you haven't already. And we recently passed 3,000 members, which is super cool. But we also have a Discord for Nomad staff, where we just talk about work stuff. All the secret things that we can't talk about and share. So it's full of Catan screenshots and footage and all the internal stuff. Yeah, that's where all the staff use. So yeah, we've got channels for each of the different games that we have. So I just posted in the Origins chat, see if anyone can chime in with how much it would take to do that. Because I don't know. Be weird. Yeah, like if we can add some extra life to Origins, add a hard mode. What would you say was your favourite DLC to create? Clockwork Kingdom. Easy answer. Easy answer. Just because we had so much fun doing stuff digitally that you wouldn't be able to do with a physical board game. So having to make that... doing that and mixing the traditional talisman with the crafting mechanic and figuring out what we were going to do with the crafting mechanic was definitely like what we had the most fun doing. Also trying to like figure out how we were going to give you the resources, and then we might have been slightly inspired by Howl's Moving Castle, just a little bit with Cog, just a tiny bit. But yeah, I think not only from a creation point of view, we really enjoyed Clockwork Kingdom, but I think Clockwork Kingdoms makes for some of the best like story sharing in Talisman, because you can make some absurd stuff with Clockwork Kingdom, like absolutely bonkers stuff. So the number of times we've been on like Discord or Twitter or anything where we're chatting to people and people are like, oh my god, look at this absolutely insane invention that we made. It's very cool, very cool. Like that's what we want to see. We want to see people experimenting and have a good time, and yeah, that's what the expansion did. That's what our goal was, and that's what it achieved. So Talisman's a fantastic game. Thank you for all your hard work. Thank you for the kind words. I'll pass that on to the rest of the team right now. Also from the stream. So I've got an answer from one of the other people at Nomad regarding putting legendary decks into Origins. Basically, it's not possible. It's not a case of just, let's just import all the files from digital edition and slot them in. It would require a lot more work than that. And we've edited the decks already to suit whatever quest you're doing. So if we were to edit more, it wouldn't necessarily make it harder, it would just make it unbalanced. Like, I think that's the difference, is that between unbalanced and just hard. It's quite a tough one to do. And I think the legendary decks, because there's so much other stuff going on in like your regular Talisman game, they do a good job of making it harder. But I think because Origins is already balanced with single player in mind, it would just end up not being a fun time. Alright. Cool. Ow. Can I do a re-roll? Yeah, let's do a re-roll. Cool. Do you have a favourite artwork from card art? Ooh, that's a good question. I do quite like, what's the name of it? It's one of the pets from the city. Oh, it's one of the pets. It's the one where, or it might be from the Dragon expansion. It's the one where there's a guy looking forwards, and he's got a pet dragon on his shoulder, and it's like pulling his beard to be like, hey, look at what's going on up there. I really like that artwork. Alright, I don't like the Earthbreaker. Oh? Maybe? No. That's a no. I'm trying to find this artwork because it is like legit my fave. Alright, let's have a look. Yeah, I don't know if it's the city because it could be a pet, or it could be something in the Dragon expansion. Where are you? Where are you? I think I might be getting close. Maybe? Feel like I'm getting close. Nope. Nope. Come on. It's gotta be somewhere. Gotta be somewhere. Oh, I found it. It's the Dragonette for the Dragon expansion. I was right. Well, I say I was right. I guessed two completely different things. Yeah, hang on. For anyone that doesn't know what I'm talking about. This guy. I think this might be my favourite artwork in Talisman. Just because the dragon looks so terrified and the guy is just like... I really like it. It's the artwork that sticks in my brain a lot, that's for sure. I also really enjoy the artwork where it's the little girl holding the toad, the toad pet from the city expansion, and she's like holding it up towards the camera. Really like that one. It's very good. Yeah, you were all correct. Yeah, War, that's the one. Yeah, the dragon carving on the loot. We've got a whole folder here at Nomad with all the Talisman Digital Edition artwork, as high resolution as we could possibly get it. So it's really cool to be able to see like a lot of the details that you wouldn't necessarily be able to see on like when you're just playing it in the game. All right, can I move that? So, but yeah, it's got a little cool dragon head on his loot, because when you're just seeing it as, hang on, Like this, just the little artwork in the game, it's not as, it doesn't have that same impact. Good question, Rainbow Mania. Sadly, there isn't going to be an art book anytime soon. The main reason for that is the fact that basically Talisman's gone through so many publishers and so many different versions over the years, and different expansions have been handled by different companies, and it's just a bit of a mess, to be honest. Alright, what do I want to get rid of? Let's get rid of you. Yeah, so basically lots of artwork's been done by lots of different people, and the people who originally commissioned that artwork are either around or not, or who knows. It's just changed hands so many times over the years that it's a bit of a mess. So if we wanted to go down the route of actually sorting out an art book and getting that all together, it'd just be an absolute nightmare in terms of royalties, in terms of rights. Yeah, so sadly, not very much chance of an art book happening in the future. I wish there was, because I agree there's a lot of cool artwork over the years for Talisman, but sadly I don't think it's going to happen. But I hope that makes sense as to why it's not going to happen, because it's not that we wouldn't want to. Also, I don't think we'd necessarily be the right people. The right people to do that. It'd probably be Games Workshop or Pegasus, maybe? Because it's all to do with the different rights, because, like, I think the reason that, like, we can use all the artwork is because when they originally commissioned the artwork, it was like, this artwork is going to be used in games of Talisman. If we reprint it, we'll use this art again. If there's a digital version, we'll use that art there. So that makes sense. But doing it in a book is a whole different thing. Maybe in the collections there could be a way to see the artwork up close in the future. That'd be cool. I think that'd be something that we could do. Let me add that to the list, because that's not something that anyone's ever asked for before, as far as I'm aware. Let me add that to the cool idea list. Close up art. In collection. I believe there was a question that I missed from, Theo. Apologies. I got swamped in art book discussions. Would Nomad Games ever make a Talisman video game for one of the alternative flavours of Talisman? I immediately think of, like, chocolate chip and raspberry. Craft. Oh, I am evil, so I can't have it. Kingdom Hearts. Star Wars, Batman, Kingdom Hearts. I said twice now above this one. That's fine. If I've not answered your question, you're always welcome to ask me again, because it's not because I've ignored your question. It's because my scatterbrain just completely missed it. So it's a bit of a weird one when it comes to, like, those different versions of Talisman, because for us, like, we'd be super happy to do it. Like, just to clarify, we'd love to do it because we already have this Talisman engine that we run Talisman through. So, we've spent years working on that. A lot of it would just be, here's the mechanics that haven't changed, here's some new artwork. So in terms of development time and in terms of how long it would take us to do it, like compared to something like Catan where we're building it from scratch completely, it would cut out a lot of dev time. So for us, that would be a no-brainer. Also, we like Talisman a lot, so the opportunity to make more Talisman, yeah, sure. So that's our point of view on it. Other people's point of view. So let's use Kingdom Hearts as a good example. Geeky Chappy got there before I could. Basically, licenses. If we wanted to do the Kingdom Hearts one, we'd have to deal with Disney and Square Enix and Games Workshop all together in order to make it happen. You also have the element of, say we made Talisman Kingdom Hearts, for example. Like, cool, right? We then come under the jurisdiction of Disney at that point, in terms of how we say things, how we look, how we present the game. Like, we just basically have a lot of eyeballs on our back at that point. At the moment, Games Workshop, super chill. That's one of the reasons why we like working with them so much, because they're super chill about this kind of stuff. Like, I can stream Talisman, say whatever I want to say, and no one at Games Workshop's going to be like, can't do that. Can't be saying that while you're playing Talisman, because that's not associated with our brand. But Games Workshop, no worries. Say whatever you want to say. It's all good. What isn't all good is me getting smacked in the face, but that's a separate thing. Yeah, didn't lose a lot, didn't save a life. Carry their Kingdom Hearts and Star Wars versions. Thanks, Disney. Trade for strength. Yes, please. Yeah, I think so. This is pure conjecture. This is not based on anything that I actually know. This is just purely based on my understanding of Games Workshop and guessing at what they're doing with Talisman. But my understanding is that, you know, they want to push Talisman more as a thing. They want to make it a bigger thing than it is. There's a reason why they're doing lots of stuff with it. And I think because Games Workshop have the connections that they do, like, everyone knows Games Workshop. They've got contacts everywhere. Like, if they want something, they can probably get in touch with someone. So I think what happened was Games Workshop used those connections that they have to obviously get in touch with Disney and J.K. Rowling for the Harry Potter one. And we're just like, look, here's a board game that you can put your IP on top of, because, you know, your IP is going to sell well, no matter what it is. Like, no matter what it is, it's going to sell well. Can you put it into this board game? There is Talisman Batman. And I think that's probably a similar situation as well, where they were just like, we've got the contacts to be able to get in touch with these people and make this happen. And I think also those IPs, like Batman and Harry Potter and Star Wars and what's the other one? Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts may be a bit of an outlier. But those three, in terms of Harry Potter, Batman, and Star Wars, those are all IPs that have so much going on from, like, an IP front. Like, they've got so many games and books and merch and everything in order to... Oh, I don't like the transmuter. Don't like that. That might be my least favourite artwork in Talisman. Didn't enjoy that. Yeah, those are IPs that probably have, like, the team that manage those IPs in terms of making sure that the license is being used in different places are probably like 3 times, 4 times the size of us here at Nomad as an entire company. Like, just one department dealing with licenses at least 4 times as big as us here at Nomad. So for them, like, there's very little... They're already doing loads of licensed stuff. So, like, to add an extra stuff on there with their good contacts at Games Workshop, I'm like, yeah, sure. Here's a load of artwork that we have because we provide that to all license holders. Commission some artwork, we'll approve it. It's all good. So yeah, I imagine that's what's probably happened. But I think then when you go into the digital space as opposed to the physical one, it's a bit of a different area. That'd be my assumption anyway. Because, like, for Kingdom Hearts, it is a representative of, like, it's the Kingdom Hearts game. And it's very different to be like, oh, here's a Kingdom Hearts board game. That's separate. Here's a Kingdom Hearts video game. Then you're crossing over into what they do already. And I think that would probably be the problem. I realise that I've just been rambling for quite a while. This is what I'm saying makes sense. I feel like I need to check. Can't they use those contacts to get a digital board game done and they happen to know the perfect people? That's a good point. Can't say why they wouldn't think of us. Bit offended that they wouldn't think of us. Hydrate. Stay hydrated, kid. Thanks for the reminder, Theo. Although I'm staying hydrated with Pepsi. It's not the best. But I've got my normal water, so I can stay normal hydrated. Alright. Let's get a load of strength, please. So, Jethro. IA3G. Not a fan of Transmuter either. For what it's worth, RE card art. I really like the style of most of the second edition art. I've not seen a lot of the second edition art. I think we've got a copy of the second edition in the office, but I've never actually opened it up to take a proper look at it. When I finally go back in, I'll have to do that. Warner Brothers seem to be cancelling everything at the moment. Even Multiverse video game could be in trouble. Oh yeah, they cancelled the the Batgirl movie, didn't they? So apparently, I don't know if this is true. Don't believe everything you hear on the internet, kids. But what I heard was the fact that they cancelled the Batgirl movie because they're merging with Discovery, and if they cancel it and don't do it, basically, they get a tax break, like a massive tax break, because of the way that stuff works out, I guess. Yeah, that's what I read on the internet. Doesn't mean it's true, but that's what I read. Geeky Chappy has said that it is, that's what's happening, so it must be true. I believe Geeky Chappy. Spell, you may press Light Fate, draw 1 spell, and then discard down to your spell limit. Cool. I'm happy with that. Pick a card. Pick a card, any card. Temple Priest, Fortune Teller, or Black Knight. I enjoy. She tells you you'll meet someone nice. Just a little nice person. Let's go for the Temple Priest. Why not? Heal life. I'll take that. I'll take that gladly. Everything I say is the truth unless it's a lie. That's true. That's so true. Also, Rhyme Spawn always looks cooler than it actually is. Yeah, has anyone else got any favourite Talisman artwork? Because there's a lot of Talisman artwork that I do really like. I can never remember the name of it, but there's a card in... Oh, I can't remember what expansion it's in. I know the artwork, but I don't know the name of the card. It's like a ghostly woman in the middle of a church, but she's like floating in the air, like looking all super cool. And I really like that artwork. I of course really like the Toad King. Toad Kings. You've got to like the Toad King. It's classic. Trolls losing lives. Right, what even is this? Terramorph. Might as well. So I can go to the Boatman or the Blacksmith. Oberyn's Gate. The Wagoner and the Inquisitioner? Inquisitor. Inquisitioner is an entirely different, quite different, medium different. All right. So evil lose 2 life. Well, I don't want to meet him. That's pretty much a given. So let's go to these guys. Pick a card. Have a nice chat about fishing. Enjoy that. I enjoy that a lot. I like most of the artwork. Not sure I can pick out favourites, but I do like any of the little details that you don't notice first time. I think there's a lot like that. A lot of artwork, especially when you can see it actually fully blown up. There's a lot of little details that are really nice. Especially like, I know that the actual Talisman adventure cards, they're super small in the physical version, right? So it's going to be extra hard to be able to see them. Also, since I've been recording this stream, just like to point out, not a single internet issue. I don't know why the start of the stream was just such a nightmare, but I'm happy that it is no longer a nightmare. A monster? Shh. I'm confident that I can't jinx it at this point. That's how confident I am. Also, I've still got a tab up for heat resistant materials. Just in case. Just in case. Let's have this one be a different thing. Right, what are you going to transform into, Tell me, tell me. Fields. Cool. Right, well. What we got here? I don't want to introduce myself to the beggar. Could go to the grave tender. Not a bad idea. Oh yeah, I need to draw one. Doesn't like your look and toss you in jail. Just put it home. Okay, I'm gonna pick the grave tender on account of being evil. I'll have some fate, please. Some tasty, tasty fate. Right. A grizzard, otherwise known as a grumpy wizard. I also like temporary change, and I think there's another card in the Sacred Pool where it's got a character like cut down the middle, good and evil. It's quite cool. Bit of retribution. Have a good sleep, Dwayne. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it as always. Right, we got. Also, how many of you have been following Gen Con and all the cool announcements that have been happening there? I've not paid the biggest attention to it, but I don't know what my goal is at the moment. I'm just sort of wandering about aimlessly. Let's actually come up with a plan. It seems like a good idea. I've still got my destiny, so you spend one light fate to draw one spell and then discard down to your spell limit. So how do I do that? You may spend one light fate to draw one spell. So I've got light fate. Can I not spend it? How do I use this? Oh, a bugged destiny. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Alright, let me just make a note of this. The Enlightened is so bugged. So obviously we've got this in our little bug tracker, which I don't pay attention to because I'm not the people that have to press all the coding buttons or the what do you call it, QA testers. But if I see issues, I'll let people know. And that has personally inconvenienced me. So it now definitely needs to be fixed. I know we've got a patch in the works for DE. Yeah, we've got a patch in the work for Talisman that we're going to be rolling out soonish, I want to say. Let's get rid of this. Yeah. I'll poke the team just to make sure that... Again, why am I saying that I'll do that after the fact? Grizzard would be a good druid name on bear form. That would be. Let's lose a fate. Just playing on stream. What's it called again? Oh, it's a destiny, isn't it? Yeah. Let me spend light fate to get spells. Ask the question so I can confirm live on stream whether or not it has been fixed in the next patch. Speaking of, so for those that don't know, IA3G, Jethro, is one of the devs at Nomad. So, do you remember that enlightened bug, Jethro? Does that ring some bells? Because if you can confirm that it's been fixed in the next patch, that would be mighty cool. What are you placing down, my mutant friend? My mutant friend? I'm not that asked about building. I'm not that bothered. Yeah, if you could confirm, Jethro, be mighty handy. Just saying. A giant worm. Any Gears of War fans in the audience will know that we love a giant worm. And we can't say it without screaming. Trade in those friends. 10 strength? Jesus, man. Confirmed fix on the bug tracker. That's what we like to hear. No worries. Thank you, Jethro. So, you'll all be pleased to know that's confirmed fixed for the patch. Face up enemy in this region as a trophy. Maybe? Maybe. Who else have we got? Apprentice Healer. What was the bug? I missed it. So this Destiny says at the start of your turn you may spend 1 light fate to draw 1 spell and discard down to your spell limit. So at the moment it doesn't give you the option to draw a spell. So that's in the current build. It doesn't let you do that. But as Jethro just confirmed, that is fixed in the next build. So whenever that rolls out, we'll be able to actually use that Destiny. Don't botch the job. Yes. I'll heal a life, thank you. Thank you. A 1. A Cell Sword. Right. Oh yes, I think I've come across that. Wasn't sure if it was a bug or a feature. Sadly a bug. Wish it was a feature, but... Let's do the dangerous path. Oh, that's even? Yeah. Yeah, let's just do a standoff. Yeah, not a feature. If you don't know if it's a bug or a feature or not, let us know and I'm sure we can help. That's what we're here for. Don't really want to go to Veranda. That's not a fun place to be. So let's go Fields. Bye, dangerous path. Bye. Oh, yes. I'll take a chalice. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, who are you targeting? It's the troll! It's not me! Oh, because the troll dies. Oh, snap. That's sad. That's very sad. An enlightened monk. Alright, where are we going? Let's go into the dungeon. Let's treat ourselves to a little dungeon trip. A Pantheon. Let's go neutral. Let's live our good sitting on the fence neutral life. But yeah, if anyone's got any other cool Talisman questions or just questions in general, feel free to ask away. And if you've got a more long form question that you want to ask, questions@nomadgames.co.uk. You can send your questions in and we'll answer them every month on our news roundup. So we do a monthly mailbag where every month we just answer community questions. Alright, we got a mutant victory and a sad, sad troll. Right. Vampire bats. Let's encounter you and enthrall this spirit. How enthralling. Also, bats as a spirit? Thought spirits were like just ghosts and elementals and stuff. Elementals are elementals. But yeah, I wouldn't have thought the bats would be a spirit. Weird. Oh, gutted. The troll was doing so well. Oh, there's 2 trolls. I've literally been playing for like an hour and a half, and I've only just noticed that there's 2 trolls. They were random, that's why there's 2 trolls. Yeah, it was fully just, I set it on random and it happened to get 2 trolls. Bit of double troll action on your Thursday. It's what everyone wants, apparently. Right. What are you doing? You're off on an adventure, my friend. An eerie outrider. Airy? Must be airy, not eerie. Eerie's like spooky spooks. Airy's more like, oh, it's a cool place for birds. That's good. All craft fighting enemies early on were classed as spirits. Should be an animal really, but that might cause confusion to characters like the minstrel. It's true. It's very true. Alright. Let's roll an actual dice. So my options are Soulbinder. Yes. I'd like to use my enthralled spirit, please. Don't want to use my Cataclysm Blade. That's automatically murder. Love a good automatic murder. Yeah, that's something that we've not talked about a huge amount here at Nomad, but we've debated it, which is doing a enemy type overhaul. So basically making it so that things are basically classified a little bit easier. Like, there's not a huge number of issues, but there's a couple of monsters where it's like, could be a bit more specific. Harpy is a monster. That makes sense. That makes sense as well as to why they just classed anything that fought with craft as a spirit. Then they probably changed their mind later on. Yeah, I don't know if it'd be worth doing like a big creature type overhaul, because I don't know how many that there are that are actually a bit weird. But something that we've thought about, or at least I've thought about. Don't know about the rest of the team. I've thought about it. Not many, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think it'd be that worth doing. And plus, it only really matters for the things that like specifically care about creature types, which there's not really that many. Yeah, there's really not that many. Yeah, I also don't like this. Monsters seem so generic, you know? Like it's a monster. Yeah, most of them are monsters. I don't know. I don't know if that's just me or I need to have things be more specific, but that's my hot take on the subject. A hobgoblin. Yeah, I'm not going to use the blade. Yeah, because I know dragon is a type. But I also know that, like, the goblin shaman cares about goblins. And I just got a challenge for beating a goblin as well. Talisman with all expansions is too hard, even in playable. Agreed. 100% agreed. Yeah, I don't think... So that's one of the things that we talk about a bit here at Nomad, is the fact that Talisman's not really designed to be played with all the expansions. The way that we see Talisman here at Nomad is it's more of like a customizable toy box where you can pick and choose what pieces you play with. Like, you're not meant to pour everything out and play with everything at once. You're meant to go, I want to play with this and this, and put them together and see what fun thing that makes. There are some people that like playing with all the expansions turned on. And yeah, if you play with like the runestones or tweak the house rules to make it a little bit more balanced, that's definitely doable. But yeah, agreed. If you're just playing it with all the expansions on and nothing else changed, it's not a fun time. A cave troll. I don't think I need to use that, but I will. Roll a 6. That's fine. Want to murder you? That's correct. That's the correct murder. Because then I can trade you in for strength. Yeah, like I did a stream, you get the reference. Also, I was like, is the text behind me or in front of me? I'm now in front of the text. Look at me. Yeah, if you can change up the rules, it does make it a bit easier. Yeah, it's the rules. It's the actual rules. But yeah, I played with all the expansions on as the Leprechaun like a month ago, I think. Oh, it was for St. Patrick's Day. That's why I did it. Yeah, so for St. Patrick's Day, I streamed as the Leprechaun with all expansions on, and I managed to survive, which was absolutely wild. What's your R&R in Nomad? R&R? Don't know what R&R means. It's that cool hip slang that I'm not aware of. If it is, apologies. What do I want? Rules and responsibilities. That makes sense. So I am responsible for the marketing and the publishing at Nomad. So anything to do with marketing our games, So in terms of social media, monitoring the Discord, putting up sales, talking to press, sorting out press releases, doing business-to-business marketing stuff, whatever we need selling, I'm the one that is the seller, basically. Publishing wise, I'm the one that sorts out all of our store pages, writes the assets, writes the store page copy. What else do I do? I'm trying to think of what else I do. I'm the only person in the marketing and publishing side here at Nomad, so it's quite a lot of responsibility and quite a lot that I need to remember. So yeah, what else do I do? Yeah, basically anything that's customer facing that isn't developer wise, that's me. So if you see any of our tweets, if you see any emails from us, that's me. Exactly, and I entertain you guys here. Like, that's basically it. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to use this just to survive. You need Nomad's experienced project manager or scrum master remotely. I am open for offer. Good to know. We don't actually don't want it to be a standoff. I want it to be a murder. Yeah, so we had a producer for a while, but he moved on to other games companies. And since we've been working from home as a studio, we haven't actually had that much of a need for a producer or project manager or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, keep you in mind. We also have a Nomad Games website, and on there is a careers page. So yeah, we might not have anything right this moment, but if you go to our careers page and go all the way down to the bottom, we are currently looking for a Unity developer. If anyone knows anyone wants to send anyone our way. Down at the bottom is an email address for jobs@nomadgames.uk. Yeah, send it across, because worst thing that we can do is keep you on file for if something does come up. So yeah, you miss every chance you don't take. So yeah, because we are actually looking to expand here at Nomad, because things are going really well, which is always nice. So yeah, so we're looking to hire more programmers, definitely. We know that for a fact. But yeah, keep an eye on our careers, on our social media and all that sort of stuff. Socials, yeah, keep an eye on all our socials. If we have new job openings, we will 100% talk about it. Oh, I meant to go. Oh, I thought escape press on would take me back. Trapsmith. Cool. Let's get some gold. I love gold. Cool. Right, so I want to press on and then escape. That's my plan. A goblin sniper. I always think that the goblin sniper... I know it's the shadows, but he looks like he's disguised as a nun. Don't know if that's just me. I know it's the shadows if I stop and think about it, but he looks like a nun. I want to go smack the rat queen. That's my goal. I want to splat the rat. There's a monk character, but no nun. That's sexist. We should solve that. We can add that to the list of characters that we can add to the game. Jinx. Don't like the Jinx. Oh, can I not take him in? Do I have to take her first? That's annoying. That's annoying. Right. I want to splat some rats. A great sword. I'm going to skip to the next human player because I haven't done that for a while. Alright, city, here we come. The Pied Piper? Where are you going, Mr. Pied Piper? 3? That's not too bad. I've rolled 100 ones. Go me. Got a new title and everything. I had enough of the jinx at the start. Exactly. We're all out of jinxes at this point. Chapel Warden. Good old Bard. Oh, he's done his quest. It's alright for some, isn't it? It's alright for some. Alright, what are you up to, mutant? You can't write this stuff. It's too real. Alright. Vengeance Hex. Oh, it's been toaded. Gutted. Travel the world. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. Ooh. Rune Gate. Oh, I like the Atlas artwork as well. I feel like this has just become an artwork appreciation stream, which I'm totally fine with. I'm entirely cool with that being how this stream goes. Alright. Roll the dice. I'll go... What have we even got here? I'd like to go to the famous brawler, please. I'm the new champion. I am the champion. Thank you for the stuff. Who doesn't appreciate some stuff? Everyone's got to accept a quest. We've all got quests. Can you have 2 warlock quests? Guess you can. Oh, you can replace the quest. That makes sense. Oh, I can do that. I can deliver a follower. I can absolutely do that. I can get rid of the follower that I don't want. As you replace the guy the artwork is based on. It's very true. For anyone that doesn't know, Gareth used to do the streams here at Nomad. And he went on to work at other games companies. I'm going to actually meet up with him. We've got... there's a wrestling show in Manchester that we're going to go to. Watch some wrestling together, so that'll be fun. I've never actually been before, so be interesting. Alright, I miss a turn. But I can give Jinx to the Warlock. Get rid of this bench. Cool. You're our new champion IRL, Tom. Thank you. I'll have the title with dignity. As much dignity as I can muster. Right. A haunted castle. Spooky. Right, what we got? Missing a turn. Love to see it. Murdered by a fell steed. Lemure. I just like saying Lemure. I can't say Lemur. It's got to be Lemure. Lemure. I don't know why my French comes out, but it does. Can't help it. Alright. What we got? What have we got here? A troll making a decision. Right, where can I go? Temple's always a good shout. Discard an object. What's not doing me any favours? I suppose the healer's kit's a bit... It's not the most... Pay 500 diamond? Jinx? 500 prayers. That's a lot of prayers. You'll have like sore hands after doing all that praying. Or do they pray differently in Talisman? I think you did jinx yourself. I think you've taken my jinx from the start of the stream, so thank you. Appreciate it. Right. Let's have a look. What is my Warlock quest? The Mighty Bard. Most indie rework would be the base came in early expansion objects to bring them in line with later expansions. Fair. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't know if that's... See, that's the issue, is that it makes sense to do that if we can, but also I can already see it, like I can picture it perfectly in my mind. All the people going, it's not like that in the original board game. That's not true to the original board game. I'll go to the village. Who's here? Mutant? Could I murder a mutant? I think I could. I think I could murder a mutant. Ooh. Even then. Right, do I want gold? Do I want murder? Let's do a murder. Let's do a murder. Take that. Murder complete. Yeah. It'd probably unbalance. It'd unbalance something, that's for sure. What it unbalances, I don't know, but it would unbalance something. Right. I think even with my massive amount of strength, I can probably start moving towards the Crown of Command. But what I'm also probably going to do is, as it's coming up on 3 o'clock and we've just hit the 100 message mark, I'm probably going to end the stream in a little bit, just because, partly because I've got some stuff to do, as you all know, like to get some work done in that last hour before I finish, but also my eyes really hurt. I don't know if I've just been staring at Talisman too long, but I'm going to go stare at something that isn't a computer screen for like 5-10 minutes and see if that helps my eyeballs at all. But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning into the stream, especially if you stuck with me through the horrific it's called thanks to everyone that stuck with through the horrific internet issues at the start. Massively appreciate you. And if you haven't already, join our Discord. Like it says, It's full of cool people who are very cool. And a lot of our developers are on there as well. So if you've got any questions about the game, if you want to chat to us, if you just want to hang out and talk about Talisman, it's the perfect place to do it. So yeah, go do that. Follow us on all the socials, you know, the ones that people want you to do. Like our stuff, tell your parents, tell your pets, tell your dog, tell your mailman, tell people on the phone. Whoever rings you up, just tell them. Tell everyone that Talisman's really cool and they should check it out. And Nomad games are also really cool and they should check them out. I think that's it. Yeah. I've been Tom, person that's playing the games. See you next Thursday for some Everdell. That's right, the new hotness. Yeah, we'll be playing some Everdell. So tune in for that, and thanks everyone for watching. See you later.